Say why watching Sony original a bit now and and some of the BSC, but be mumrini ya front, be munedin como at their found. You also for drink the actually na Pempia because one some more cano be a for say be out the he sem na can say ya be phone lines no be na can be. Mem fan say say Jumadi nuna wani di echire keke na oka because the oka no chire the Ghana for edwin nti mpanifo no efamu aba pa ebi ana yadwin eni so nti de obeka bia no memfa hisem enka ka de efiri wakomam de efiri wadwin mu de wadwin ye o de osusu se no ena be Ghana ye bia no na de nti se abi ahomatrofo no ana say abi se for wadwin chire bra say things are ojidi se eno ne betimi aboa me de amaga na fa no tuma pa fra me de kwaku osu eje honorable Daniel Kwesi Asiamah kan boem member of parliament open yakwaba
ya ja
no mu boko de
nyankopon adom bibia
say the enkofo api omu game pa o nkankan nkrofo a akwamu kafo no omani abrepa omo so ayere omo ho pa omo ye omo adwuma pa video bi enna mframam
wow
me pese uhwe bi na do we na yedi nkomo kakra afra na face so no Cape Coast no so flood see why chair bridge no mu no so
wow
eno so o say wow wow there wow
yes I could no amremu
wow there wow means nyankonton na nka de be hwe ama bibia no na gave for no so
agi ashamuzu
mpacho madaro ma me hwe video no kwa mu ka for no video no we free chrome abafie ohun dem wa pack wo no wa fro bi se omebie no nti se wo hwe video na ohun se asa abeba awa bi
ebie no
o share night gone o se bibi sa ana aba be bie no nti owuram owurafie ho
ba no kra na niku
owura say there unsan ka owura peacefully afi hwe de kwai se na nkrofo bi trili no motete na popo nti abeba awa no age bam ya ono no apene ba bi afa nti no na chese de nti no omode omunya kwata ahwe so obi ba na nti afi na omode ade ebobobo nti esa no sisi no ompeso obisi so omo ebo omode a onso obi de club bi sa aba abubu nti ohun ya na say ade no ba bi adu no so si because someone kasa your mother said they were really breaking into a few akoja bang opeso odwane
ombetutu
enom ni ade uze ba ne sa ombetutu opeso oye bibia ede eye so now the ekosi ye no wa pie Ghana haya wa pie obafie obafie nti no de akosie no nti obie na obohu se asem no se de yehunu no ehu chen se de esi etie eniama akane na nka sinimu na ohunu no na amanfo nti na omaye nti abeba awoyi no omayi no ade no kasa ne ma sound ne ma ntumi
sound there
you know minim say CCTV no ana ebo anti afina oba no na wo mti afina ja kwabra ne so ombe he so mbe yi no so oba yi na omde ne koi so omde ne ko this happened and it's all over social media. I just want us to know say who PF mkanka ye nhwehwe ni mufoi so obi pia frifi afi na obetworo dia to status say off to work and then in this side manema no na watch the route until omo na be run in living room. Unso omo be run in living room. Aha. Until this is what is happening. Now off to work. Then. Now try for ye video. Is it the video? Be cry all corner no kura no so mo bia hu say. Until bia timi monitor movement. We be necessarily a net tip off until can normal so now. No cover sin ko kire ba bia de ne da.
They are no we.
No. Eno ne. Nti ehwe be do. Be gwawa ama eti yama a secret hu here most especially ya pi ahimachi na yaba anadwo udru fear check your surroundings
almost is an niama
there is something. I mean, they have a tip. It looks like there is a tip off. Until I he found a wall. Until my quarter.
Also.
Oh yes. A well planned. My shed that plan is a more ransack or bibia say. Which means munim say bibi or yeah, more cautious. The mobile fight is secret because you know, yeah, boy empire, share he, monotembia, most so many at the how many are bread and then they are almost super some young baby. So that's it. I say they are there no aqua. How about to Cudjoe Akwaba?
Yeah.
Maybe I will call there.
Fetch him say my late now.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, the traffic is so difficult.
We need baby a free buyer, but we free. Baby to say put crash in a bar. Who's the bar not quite no? Who's the so crash as here toya?
Me more actually more Wesley gonna have to say.
Wow. Okay. Anyway,
but actually more type block, high block.
Baby, I block. You know, time no bit my job. I understand you. Honorable Asiamah. So this is it. And let me shock you once more. Bibi ba doing so is Cape Coast and also Susuni. Suyiri. Yeah, Ayiria. Ama bridge in the Wahon.
Okay.
Hey! On a bridge in a week.
If you press
it. See, honorable say a chief of praso. So now. Bridge, you know, and so no, out power bridge, you know.
The just a tran.
Oh, dissect.
I say cake na yetra.
I say so didn't birthday.
But good news is within 24 hours it has been restored.
It was restored after 24 hours.
It was restored after 24 hours.
After 24 hours. All right. Yeah. So that's it.
It has become
so didn't birthday. We're trying to cake.
In so dear, maybe I'm feeling so.
Yeah,
it's actually. And as young when I was young, and then soon and tanto. So the bar damage cost and easy flooded all over the place. Accra Road in get flooded.
So I would say take your engineering, and there might be a priority, right? There be a cancer somewhere. I said there.
Would you show no turn
it is not it has been given an attention, but we restore me. We go so. Our more asset to see I can say.
Okay.
This particular,
we go so. One more because I check chronomumi no wa oma.
But there's a lot of publication also on my
You see,
anyway,
and on my no is the attention that has been given. According to me from my producers, omuguso ye. Enya de so omabu omani eguso. Omuguso ye. Eguso ye. But I don't know, but would you any share bridge na say sinanim no share down so sa na.
Oh, I think it's enough. But you see the baby you know, and share down your bridge ankasa. Bridge kaka. Be say nchen Nchen failing no. Looks like Nchen feeling.
At the end of the year, yeah,
other than that, there should be iron rods and metals coming to this.
But what's a metal? Because it be shema.
And God.
But I don't know. But you see, who's honorable? Some audits must go into this, and then we should understand how the contractor no said you see here in Ajuma. Some of these things, no. Actually, yetimi ehwe hunu say nipa no an sheda anye na adwuma ni sika na no opekeka.
We say we na cry.
One o ya ban you shouldn't be happy about it. Ogu ani ma se two on opeska che nipa nkwa. Say omo check na omo hwe hu say anya atore nche mu aye hu hwe enye yi a. Na say adwuma no na wan ye ni yi a. Ohun dem che no. Saa ne ma we se nyina no shouldn't go unpunished. Oh, Uchini Panaswa. Next time, we are more be contractor. Onim de odia you be paying.
Because what I see is we be a semi-comoda. Bridge in Ayama. As I say, bridge no Ayama, and water finds its own level. And to me, maybe a bridge is strong. And to me, in fact, bridge in Ankasanti, you have to look for alternative. Need to the channel, sano. But like we are saying, you wrote I'm saying more year last year now.
ABC was Prestia. No, was it Prestia? Western North, baby. Overkai. That was was it in 2019 or not 2020? Where 2019, baby. Honorable Overkai. Honorable Kofi Amaboa.
The area, yeah.
Amaboa.
ABC or
Amaboa,
Western North.
Kofi Amaboa we Nzema.
Lembele area no.
Lembele area.
No, you're Western.
Oh, you're Western. When you're Western North. Lembele area, oh baby. Obekai. BBC see ma kwan a omaye.
Muche.
Say
yeah, it's true. It's true.
I don't know. You should send us a message. Yeah, what I say because so we are bridge. Those ends no. Me say omo dey abo na egu. Abo pa. Omo ye we Cape Coast Road no. We share bridge na France me fe if contact anything. Oh yeah, end the say na CC3. Yeah, the children omo dey fail. Omo dey stones. Heavy stones omo dey show until it will be difficult for it to sink. And I say Nkebia in so much then the force I pushing this out.
But then this bridge we share. And then the Anandra bridge no.
Yeah, that's correct.
When tina account bridge ayaye yemfa no say anya be 30 years echo yem body mo say ye be research and say be a population eba communities are expanding and around water because of buildings it's becoming more. What do we do when tina de bia ye kasao? Because the truth of the matter is that money is hard to come by. Ubenya ska no edimpa. And you say when you ska one fine year juma bia nka say no uba mi kroma you see 2 bridges before Nkrumah comes no now bridge be da ho but Nkrumah buy no only say how things are moving no you see a second bridge being that has been constructed. That is how life should be, because even Nkrumah time no your population you say be 5-6 million and a bedroom there 31 million. Ye bibia SSA updating no. Yeah, update. Yeah, update kra. And that is why we get worried. Intin de obenya ska kakra ofi say we de mami fan twamanuka. You have to make a research of the environment in which you are and say hey, SSA niam bi ensisa o. Me baby am sin na e dan wo me krom sese no. Is beyond the cemetery. But won't say Cudjoe at the end of the community and I entire cemetery. So what do we plan for that?
Which means that what I know how to come after you are planning Cudjoe.
Do you get it right? Enuni niema bia ye hu sese a ye kasa ho. Mini akudo betina ha ebe kasa no. We are coming to speak about the economy. In niema edi enya. We susu ka ho. Ya di kan ho first video. We bisa ho say eba mu se na sa niema no e pegya sese. E che se e kom abakrum. Ba enye kom ti na obi bekọ akoye saade no. Ba nipa be didi. Ejuma be na yama no. Anana mo be na etu awo gidie se oh eduma we de ye wie de ana we ya menya bia ye hwe ade a obi kɔ krum be few be few babeda. Look at this type of thing. And this time na no police ni kati we free voter regime. A policeman security officer what done it we business man. And a police ni kura ko ghetto economy we. And the criminals have arrested the security. The criminals.
Now, criminal, the so-called criminal, or your friend one day. One day.
One day.
Until one day in the chief.
And one day at Chisoa. So you ask yourself, the criminals in the community, in the country, they are rather arresting the security men who are to protect us.
we should be busy. I will say my address busy.
Wow, governance. One say time there can muzo munyina mu ye pe ye nyina ye pe, but governance no minia it is so hydra-headed that we are buying untuminda. There are several things that obi dey on dream, but you have to think about it and do it because when there is anything that goes wrong, it goes against your government. Say me bo bridge idi. Me bo armed robbers. Me bo sena criminals, achi police in areas 2 videos. Who am I going to blame? Am I going to blame Mahama or I'll blame Nanado? I'll blame Nanado. That is it. I'll blame Nanado. Because ye bubo sika eko Nanado nsempa. Nka wenu nyinanu nyeman kitin. You should be able to tackle them. But still, say kra na ye sinki. Ako how more and more, and there is no solution. We call it an insulted state. Bibia jam chaos. And I yet timu sesia. So be nyanjindia. And ye share ni enema ekosu sesia. Mankase during other governments, bridge and kati down. Do you get it right? But today, say we katia. They should come and give us the record of those that they have been built. For which ekobase ebia wenu yenyandro neso. That is what to make the comparison very, very welcoming to listen to. But say wunyansibi enadada no esa twa. Now question is say so the new communities that will need new bridges, you know, a burden because it is money. Yes, so asa.
Honorable Kwesi. Daniel Kwesi Asiamah, former Boeing member of parliament, Honorable Francis.
But only bibi Asano Indra. Happy Father's Day wishes Amanyano. Time Mami MP. I was shocked. And even from my constituents, I never been more moon pemi after crano. Indra must send me a movie say what to say. Now I say, it is how they wear it. What I say with my way?
Menchia kumfifa wo hwe hen na menkrofa wo te han pe na na wa so tie fo a na powerful wo ti da wo twin ba ha menchia ho na yi na no so Ghana man na sumanti abatuna ha menua Asiamah zo no am de okasa na wamba akufa aduzi a okasa na onye okasa na wamfa be ambe ma okasa mo ye wo issues okroma security issues are can I'm sure that this is the only time the mass NBC me kada Ghana abibi crime cost ra ma was wakoto a aeroplane no that fight a crime and we freedom okasa no because crime was very high. That's why you pick up a video men kada fetch one punch up it's from fancha men kada security issues in you. But because of video kuba tra home madam ti be John do akade o man payin dey if you there yeah we are not doing good to ourselves as I say kasa we are not doing good to ourselves. Your issue the issue is a security issue. Yen hwe kwan a ye nam do ayi na abotum ya bodewu you are creating awareness report akasa report man fan to social media dey don't be announcing it na re hwe ho ye. Then yeah, politicize the security issue. Them may say about politicize the NPP and this Akufo-Addo Mahama. I don't know where we are going. Market them no so. Me pede Mr. Yen security agencies they want to game kakra. Want to game kakra. Equal communities are in residential areas no. You find police presence there. Abra okade what to be find community police no. My thought and my expectation was that these are police for when we begin communities, so that some of these things can be not necessarily they be as one of it can be reported immediately. I'm deployment and other bema we to my washing my way. But community police in Russia when you a traffic light because for no way and crazy. What the police come and walk away. Whilst some of these crimes are happening within our communities. In terms of IGP, they have to look at the community police system. Now, one share in certain societies, there certain societies, every community has a Ghanaian community, especially in Accra, in the capital cities. One share they able to deploy police for make sure that police be Johor Cap and now Panka it will scare the people. Also a bank royal now so. What's it? Despite one can say no, me kasa men ka ban. No, by IGP. No, listen to me. When I talk, listen. When I talk, I don't talk about. That is why I have a problem on my mo. Then me catch the constitutional creative presidency, constitutional creative parliament, that constitution created IGP. As I say. And if I'm expecting something from the president, I must also expect something from the IGP. Okay. Yaman a bungalow, yaman a dan, yaman a budget. So it's IGP is not a buying. So if the IGP is a policy implementer. IGP is not just a policy implementer. Listen, why not obey design? President of IGP. No, listen. President of IGP. Oh, we are not helping the discourse.
Do you know why? I don't like it. No, it's not about what you like and what you don't like. It's about
I'm telling you that we are wrong.
No.
We are wrong. Listen.
Say mobile. Mota kase more investment kasiye power police.
Yeah.
Internal security police there. What am I saying?
Yeah.
You know, through the interior ministry. More country say more can say investment to police mupa. Who's a worker say worker your community police. Almost sorry, I'm traffic. Normally are there be a honor benya kakra. You are saying senka omunye they na a friend saying
community patrol.
Community move war ba could maybe a near say your community one secret BBB presence. Maybe a police
yeah, BBB presence.
Oh, see, that is what you are talking about. But that was a government policy, you understand? Okay. And it was being implemented by the Ghana police. Because government, we are at a security council
police, police, yellow and blue.
This is, and so Uncle for when you quite a first way be used to the buck stops with the president. If the president or the vice president, who is the head of police council, is not happy about what is going on, he should make sure say easy to say the old boss is here. Until when somebody mentions the president, we are only drawing his attention. We are not saying that.
That's what you are saying. He is saying the president is responsible. I'm telling you, say, listen, it's been fine. Say you see him, you see him okro. We say no. About crying. What I say? Or he also under people under him. Now, some here now we say, maybe or him or him. I don't think so. That's the way it works. Ya create a constitution. Yama IGP, yama ni fee, yama ni sika, yama ni tools to work with. Now, sir, IGP, you also hear one ya. In a ya pa IGP, you do some more kobo before for one change.
Ada wo ma IGP, we na appointed no.
Constitution are appointed no.
IGP no reported to you.
It's a creation of the constitution.
Until the person who
I'm telling you that the reports forget the appointment.
Catch it and say, "On man and in corner home to say one injured the oil no one." Man and in quiet.
But then we are not ready to debate.
Oh no, we are not debating. Me win the argument, and I don't expect you to win the argument. Me percent the old canon, ebe ye kano, ebe kanyan.
Pato. Pato, may view about Ghana's development and say, we have given the power to the president. The president has a right to draw on the 33 million Ghanaians to run the administration. You know that the president doesn't, maybe IGP, but the president doesn't have free hand to hire and fire in certain cases, especially when it comes to technocrats and all those things.
What do you say? Please, president have free hands. Don't make that mistake.
That is not true.
He has free hands.
That is not true.
Okay.
That is not
you
true.
Talk. You talk.
That is not true. Now, when you go to the ministries, the person who's working for civil service, an employee of civil service, the president can just go there and say, Masako. That would be abuse of power. That would be the actual abuse of power. I'm saying that the IGP that he himself appointed, that he has power to take out. But there are a lot of people who are in the system who are being paid, who the president cannot take them out. And I'm saying that young Ghana for your tax is the. So why don't we demand that they perform? Why can't we demand, say, IGP na you won't perform? And so when issues come and maybe IGP na metiho, now say yeah the blame no kobo president me there's something baby.
No, me I will call on the most powerful man, the most influential person, to make sure say the panel the adwuma na share nsan so onhwe no onye adwuma ni yi. Because me can't be to say
let's leave the here.
So I'll call
security.
I'll draw the attention of the most powerful
man.
The person and me to abama na me di me 2 million share nsan no. He calls the shot no. Nipa kro no de adwuma na hye ne sa no me ka kire ne say unipa wo onye na adwuma yi nti na wa friend na ka
Pato, if you go to meba if you go to establish
something small,
if you go to
assembly say kenoforeta eba parliament ebe ka kire ye say they are the better managers of economy no. Who is he referring to?
The government.
Yes, and who is the head of the government? Is the president.
Okay.
Now, when you look at the budget in 2021, the money allocated to the public safety is 7 billion. Listen, 7 billion 103,205,234 Ghana cedis. Then you come to 2022, the budgetary allocation is 9.2 billion
for
public safety. As police for when we now say so if the
budgetary allocation for public safety
yes, we have 5 sectors. So under this public safety, security, national security, police, military, BBA, HM. Until within 2 years, allocation 16 billion. 2021, 2022, 16 billion. Now, if we have allocated this, NIF said within these 2 years, munya 10 billion kura. We shouldn't be seeing things that we are seeing today.
All right, so let's advance.
But you see, sometimes when people make this argument, you also tend to set examples, and they say equalization or whatever. And then you can say this Endra, Efi Endra Bepim America, 19th Bepim there, almost about 4 mass shootings. One was spending on security more than America. No, wait. One was spending on security more than America.
Are you in America?
And I'm telling you that in America, you will not hear that anybody is going to attack the president for all the things that are happening. They will attack the institution. Over here in Ghana,
because we also follow the media in America. We follow the CNN,
and then when they
follow the Fox News. Say we name the Fox News there. I can't say. Or there.
The nature's cow.
Anyway, but and when Fox say Sikasem no said the AC Econo, I was say a shiny young baby. And maybe aha mumna, I will agree with you to some extent. If you say my young can't abide too much. It is beginning to look like I said I was say young share how what we can do to help the situation. Me can't move for. I am say a due time or you're concentrating because I know say a woman say oba obetnaha ebe can't was but I know you are a hard-working person who does a lot of things. Said the bear and crofobinum so be mano. But how many people and almost share beyond their buying here? A woman say, oh, the oil and buying everyone Susan Sono will be better. But Yahoke cano as a cabby, and I imagine a emissary.
One opinion say, ye castle, unya year ban from then you are not talking.
Ah, okay.
It is not about politics. Actually, say, he runs programs, policies, and implement them.
Okay.
Now, who share your constitution? Ghana is one of the countries in the world that yet to me a yembra a sign editor by Yemfanye Juma. We call it isomorphic mimicry. Adienu say a punching, but not punching. You're signing branwa to her. So government must create an enabling environment. And sana timemu for between ye Juma ma buying social tax after monche.
Me person me we are kind of actually dream see so. Me nim say sip there. Te say a kumfi juice.
A confit juice
Factory, yeah. Oh,
yes.
Mente say sin crofo dua abrobe or ham na prokwa.
There be
because
media man timum say sana okade man.
Ebi see or so it means that there is still avenue for people around say nkombe timi di omo wurem.
Yes, Ekunfi is a one story. I don't know the state today. It is a one story. The time I make call I could call it a success story, though not to the apex. Because now pineapple that part of eastern and central region for a long time. Before the Ekunfi came in, and Nawanya Aban support. It is one success story. But if we focus on only Ekunfi, 1 million people cannot survive.
Aban said there are about 100 and something of those success stories. People should be interested.
107
factories operating.
You see, that is what we call isomorphic.
Let me give you.
No, but isomorphic mimicry.
David, me see the year Kunfi frame.
Mimicry.
That is isomorphic mimicry.
You know, other factories no more can or other places no.
Me catch on this two.
Casa
de Rupa. Casa de Rupa and Ekunfi.
These are the two you have
visited.
That I've seen that. No, as a government deal, as a government assurance committee, and yes, we call excursion. As a government assurance committee, we should go all. Why didn't we go? Even our report. Why didn't they take our report in Parliament before I left? Do you get me right? B5, Indian, Uko, Kokrobite, China for Bisusu, So we visited this, and they told us their problems that they have, and you see that it is even monumental. Yeah. Can you say? Time in the
are they not problems the people in the community could have taken advantage of? Because honorable, wherever Oti said, Nkrofoka said there are problems and are challenges. Somebody should sit down and convert those challenges into opportunities.
Yes, like let me give you a typical example of B5. We have excess capacity of power in this country. Our MPP for ADD Mahama Tem say we have excess. We went there, the man is not getting enough power to smelt the scraps. The man not changing to iron rods. It is not an individual thing now. Over to me, a buy necessary on say grid co for any ECG for
supply enough power.
It is not an individual business. Even water, they complain as at that time. I don't know if today they've gotten it. You see, they complain, smelting these crabs and all these things. And here, these two things. It's the same cool. You need water. So all these things,
Honorable ni bi ntia my engage you we mu ho a check us and say ya na government policies
form 12 anu na ye nka
ya nka na be kasa pa nka wo say we are over
o meba
e bit ma to aso
e de to aso
government policies on ya even people governments of the day now or implement ya there no ya na trimude bi wo na fanti no kwan a ene politicians na omudi omachi no instead some be take advantage ewo opportunities na ewo ho no omo de ye politics omo hia na omo de to omo ho ayampia but there are so many opportunities senka na no na me charge political political parties no leaders no who they me for instance a Kofi constituency political party leaders no should find out kwan on betimi afa so a on be man crofo ye interested in what is happening over there obehebe o man kasa kra no munya omunya mfaso bi awoso de ye pay ye say ya ban na ye na menya mfaso ben na woso.
Okay, but I think say there are two things I'm working. Minua Kabibi about the enabling environment. I agree with him. Government must create the needed environment for individuals to rise up. Also, be a question say, a confino, obey your pineapple or some medical yanto. And I said, there are a few issues though, but I'll come to that. And so first of all, we must ensure, say, all the time we are creating an enabling environment for people to be able to invest and go into some of these enterprises. But let me admit, say, with all the crises around the globe, which are they are a little bit challenged. From the beginning of the year, there was a lot of pressure on our city, dollar. And the city, the quarter dollar, it becomes difficult for you. Value no cry into the right returns. Once cost it affects so many things. And now globally, what is happening? President Joe Biden, what is happening? Say, since COVID, international freight charges have gone up over 1,000%. And see, most of the items that are coming as imported items, unfortunately, now we do a lot of imported items. They are overpriced. And so you are more or less importing inflation to your country. These are the factors that doesn't allow the value of your money to give you the right way for investment. And if there's a call on government, say, I buy or so that people can put their money into rightful investment. It's a good call. We have the right to call on our leaders, our government, the finance minister, the president, to say, these are the things that between our my hands and what how do you put your money in the environment and when you're sure say the next day won't have a kind of back? So we need the president to do that. But we also need to up our game. But since I mean say, a lot of young people from the community, you better cry. Sabi, we be a one school. Say you call Canterman to CCI, you see a lot of them. To atare na there fools no motonton. What I say, meanwhile the land is there. And see number one, why do we leave the land and come to the city to look for a job which doesn't exist? But then again, interventions been there young man between me ediaso akose me kojiska akoye ade. These are some of the difficulties. But make can remember by abaso by so the you start to be ba or empower youth for them to be able to access capital and do business. So these are some of the measures that are coming. We need more of this. More of these interventions are.
So we should be very deliberate about implementing our programs. Interventions. Very deliberate. Well, I've seen Kofi Ofosun-Kanta in the IP. Yeah, he's doing everything he can. I mean, on social media, he's been going around or call radio, to call TV. In fact, he's engaging people. A lot more of these things. Deliberately is trying to draw people's attention. Say this is an opportunity and it is for all Ghanaians. I admire sir Bibisa, government policies, no. Mo fa nya hisem to ayampia emfa me yi obi ahi se wontimi anye. Ntino
I know there.
What would you channel? Say Kobani sa. Overhena man for fun say MPP for
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, that is what politicians
I don't
do.
think
Because they mobile piano, and it's okay, say obey because you want people to vote for you. The politician baby and that's all because of votes. You know, the MPP bay now NDC 44 say a year, but there are still some smart ones. Yeah, more share opportunities and they tap into them. But yama sadia no and more. At the end of the day, say pressure no so take our former
now, you see, the other problem I have as Ghanaians is our training, the way we train our people. We were not trained to be entrepreneurs. As I say, me go school for administration, me go read accounting, me go read finance. And even though I've learned these things, you know, I will tell you that I wasn't trained to be an entrepreneur. I was trained to understand some things, to work in a certain
let me announce the phone lines and invite so for some and the time no call, but we need to include them. 0200854255. I disagree to some extent. Obi entrepreneur bia.
No, so my uncle school. Now go school no, they are teaching you to look out for white collar jobs.
So because
your perception has been changed.
No, our perceptions haven't been changed. We are a bit me up a coin be fast wa. They did do a mu on kwalabere mu a sorry and say a friend. Na nkrofo bebraya sad and they are doing well. School dear kakra no they be kan ho no who bookkeeping. Nessa near
But let me give you a typical example. First time you were crossing, I feel be a farming season. You go school, primary school, middle school, by your dog, your farm. What I say, only secondary school, only university, farm crown could be. No problem. I want to say because there are people, there are some people amongst us. Yeah, almost to take advantage. A bit of crying, yeah, Greek. But more as into farming, and they are doing very well. Mama for calling Sabra. But you didn't for call free.
Good morning, Pato. Referent a friend Agumesa for Nuwako constituency.
Of any meteor.
Someone say, Pato, I was saying I say, Sianoman and Wyding, first thing. Secondly, sir, juice fat now coming. Pato. Poto say ebia omotumi aje education yie ama ya yi sa politics na afiade nimu na say private government private joint ya enu be better politicians dey because emi na bi ya na ajebu so party dey yi ajebu say we the government private partnership and connect wa obi anu say we government we private na ye ko enim we to see we by and by ebejiegu
yeah
we say katapla Kwesi we upa my farmer government na ebejiegu see ya government we ni na egu
but most of the your friends say one this is one factor near partnership most of them
and your partnership people private ownership with government support
but you see
government private ownership abankwa individual there.
Yeah, what was say me any that because a confino, yeah, can't pineapple nqua. Paper no more there or madiano. Paper no more de gum. It is somebody's business.
Yeah.
What must say?
Yeah.
Me say. So we should be looking at these things.
See,
I was say, yeah, shed that part. Then say, oh yeah, your friend is saying policy. Train the minds of the people. I'm for calling. I'm about Asiamah. So yes, I been the politics. Now they actually no be any some fast. So but you never call free.
Pato, if I'm not done or I'm because everybody are MP at why you have a thing oh my.
I don't know what we have got there.
Mamma do more Pato.
Me bacho yanko.
The MP no Pato, what you know what can be.
Nano na mhuno TikTok, but
TikTok we will do the need for and the demonstration.
Med DM no na de besi bi anmam wate.
Medate. Kakra that mamentia. Mama NDC party ni papa. Maybe I dey America say ofiachi edagofo. Say who beto wo say who to wa if the current government and yen nyina say who beto wa na who to wa. It's about management. The say how is our managerial skills as they say amaniama up and down. Let's all hope that it will go well. Because I'm a Ghanaian, I will not turn against current government. Say, oh, I am this, so it shouldn't go well. What I'm doing is that they can do better. They shall do round checks and come back, and that's all rally behind them to go well. That's it.
That's one of what I'm can basically say. Yeah, man, for aging opportunities are also say. Bit say factory, man, young rubbish. Anywhere, anywhere, aban so. Man, you can't tell my mom when you free book a friend and so full song can kind train. The people in those communities, no. Train your much more first one better take advantage. So that when we talk about it, you will not be reading it from your diary. Yeah. And I say books.
MPP for Bibia or Mukin Kankeke. Isomorphic mimicry. At the end of my kind of home plane. Uko Foma and Nehosa. Do you see Raymond Archer? Ni factory yebubu or trade fair.
Trade fair. No, my baba over to us. Pacho, Abai, born in Tony Uncle.
Pato.
Abai Boko there.
Boko, good morning.
Good morning, Abai Uncle.
If I'm about me, Kasafla Asiamah. Now, Pato, and I'm a lawyer.
Oh, lawyer, who say what for those now?
Okay.
I say no, I didn't say, oh, young winnie pan was screen so. Every I do my own a so chain there.
In the Baba Kun, a dinner birthday, me man, happy belated birthday. Catch and send me Chianipa.
In your Baba, Mammy could.
Mami kune nda ni birthday mi manu nyanko pon ton share
so adin boni bi antachiri
mami ti ona bo asha ndc
aban sa adin boni bi antachiri there
oh David oh your sister ba ko pe
one so sorry gina ho no nkrofo friend pa ba cho yan ko ye pato
am say o man baby ya ba be Osha Bosha and another Danko Kufado, this share Ghana for any Hiamo dear Cassia or the Abre Ghana for now. I have a Husem. Pato, a commodio, a commodia. Papa, Bok and Pay, a Yaman, John Dramani Mama, Yena, Papa Yatunina, Jetemu, and a poor on say. Now she is here, Neska. Yadikwako sheka Cudjoe. Pato ntimi busate sika na nado danko Akufo-Addo etukui. Nanka odi abesi se nduma John Dramani Mahama te oje kumfi a wote atuwa tempia na bose saa ebebuaye. Timemufo nye eduma nye enemu human organizer se ye demonstrate ti amuze school feed yemma. Ate na papa ititi o mensa. Ekomu di aditi adise nyina na mutufu welmu. Enti mu pese mu kunye anase mu pese mu yede ye besle na do danko Akufo-Addo ye ni mu sezika no wedi ni nyina kakire bi akabi ofa to na John Dramani Mahama ba onu so anya enu ni ma di hia kesi a me di sena na do so sika kakra na aja na ye se John Dramani Mahama pa obebre sisi adi etaga na ni bia no se John Dramani Mahama nyame ya adum no ba hi no kwa konye sika be ku o man papa ye di sika ni nyina manasa ade papa makuma oni nyame nyaduma.
All right, Abai,
that is the value chain Asiamah.
Yeah, no,
Obi Raymond Archer there. Or those boxes. Inti designers enye adwuma packaging officers omu twa we ni nyina omu nyina anye adwuma. But to end my ocean, the government of today no waye ne hu nipa ti se bi kafra preko a wo ni ma onye aduane di wa chi ne ma ne nyina sawi because the banks are collapsed. Do you get me right? Na mu anabeji amanfo sika, you close the banks when nyina eye kwan anka they are going to support the youth. Say ni entia ni branch ni baba wa bakra ni say they are afraid of using their energy again like we did to cultivate the soil.
Mami save nipa yo also. Last caller, me save your credit. You monitor ni enko dini fa kwa free.
The film of Kwesi, me free Asiamah.
Ade enko.
Yeah. Your problem na kasa no your politicians no. Di bi wo ha wo ya e bia adekodu obi aba. Also to as wo to aso ape o si ye ne na wo de we. Nta ko se oba ten wa wo ne ba na o pese o tax election di dia sorry dem o si atara me de manwi eyefe. Na so bi e mo si je ne sa dia so be kan fa de ne me to me dia hye ne ba. nti wo mo mi na se politicians ni be ja se wo yi ade na se me ba na metoa so na se won fa ko se me na metua so na ba ade na wa ya ebe bo o man no nti so obi ba na so be bibi na se ofi se me de na ma ye no to we be ko me wo na aye yi nti no me ye na se wo be kan wa asem de me ja na ba me de nti na na do be ye ne de obeja ono so bo bi se wo de won sa kan na na do no ye state bi da enu ni ade eku o man no because obi say Muhammad yo kufuo ye project ukuningwa project school na nanka osi office school na no ya be afoforo esi ho Muhammad ay fence Muhammad no be ye wa antuwa no so nti yemi nya senya atwemni ama na ye nyen kafa tibamufo ti na sikatuma bo yen ka no kora se ne wo mo ye no nye we ba betuas na se metuas an kafe wo di awe we nti se ja senya ama na edabo aye ama o ma na akoso.
That's no, but you were making a point. Sir, you see, honorable, the project, no, so, yeah, Mama, time more the opportunities are, because a woman said, mine, why they running the more shapa. But there are some opportunities. The complaints. Yeah, the complaints. Kata so.
Minia, Diana ever say on my civil engineer or your contractor. What track wine for about 4 or 5 years? Yen Tianica. Is it a politician's problem? No, it is the government. Adentina so Tias Hanipanuka. Ebia nukura different project bia obesa ebie ediama embabunu. But we don't pay. That is our problem. It is not politics.
Contract sika nukura ya na susu dodo.
Na say susu dodo.
Contract sika no because e che no. Nipa na kwaje bosia. Se wo koya ohu ye bibia.
Where are the ESLF ESL one of moye
AESL.
Correct. ASL. One is some say the cost for this project is fair. So when they
but
do
fairness, you see, I buy Jamia, yeah, or because a better.
But
Pato, I think say who Asiamah Okano no dey for baby. Let's go back to Asiamah Pato Okano. Asiamah Okano say, can't we talk about opportunities in the system? Abibia say ne one year you see. Now,
opportunities is money.
It will not give them vote, so they won't say it. And like you said, here so unfortunately, maybe because of politics, and so you position in such a way, yeah, both are very political, yeah, attracted to the other side. But let me tell you, Ghana is for all of us. Yeah, Kojisika, yeah, demand NEIP. So, we found supporting for Ghana Sika. We have to let the youth know, say, and there's a watch who pays Kai Bibia. Which one call national entrepreneurship? Whatever.
In fact, we saw MPP and
Sika, which one call Maslock. And then yeah, the Tibet, Abobade, in office for East Legon. Who were Juma? No person so fair. You can go there.
Unfortunately, they said they see her. Medina Koku said the Honorable Francis Cudjoe, former member of Parliament for a Kumfi on the ticket of MPP now. Boom. So former member Honorable Asiamah. We need to conclude that we are 2 to 6 inch share on original 91.9. We are 5 Guinea Casa. Bye bye.